Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Eddie. Pinheiro to get it started. And we are underway here in Silicon Valley. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. And let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the pass. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 33 yards.
46-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
On second down, Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody can get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time? Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On the return is Austin. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. The The master of play action, Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
First down for Aaron. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. From the gun, Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Rodgers going up top again. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds they've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. That one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
It's like there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad... Bad mistake. I mean, just, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Niners offense ready for their second possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and we'll set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On comes Thomas Morstead. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end. That's Fryer. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
Steelers 1st down. A gain of 15.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Knocked away, and it's incomplete. Diamador Lenore there defensively to break that one up.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion. I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rodgers. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that run. 1st down, 49ers.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It is 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And this one blown up. Good surge. Drop him. The loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Get set, get set. Let's go.
3rd and goal. Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield. But the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Eddie
Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Niners will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
Over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
1st and 10 for Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So if it half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we get ourselves ready for this second half.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
First down.
A run here with McCaffrey. Finding room across midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And this time they are ready for it. Throw for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll take this one in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
This has to be a defensive breakdown, Mike. I promise you, all week in practice, when the scout team ran this play, somebody on defense accounted for the running back out of the backfield. I can promise you that much, but he's able to leak out and get the ball in space. He does the rest after the catch. They just have to do a better job. They got to get to the sideline and make corrections, because you just can't leave guys at this level wide open for easy touchdowns.
And he is not going to get in. Stop on the drive for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going for the year.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. It is 3rd and long. In the shotgun, it's Aaron. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
Rodgers should throw for it up, and the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink
What is going on, chat? Twitch, QuinStar706.
The field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They run once more with McCaffrey. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, it's Curtis. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the 49ers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers. First down.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. That one good for 29.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
17 more yards.
Here's 1st down.
Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Again, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. Into space. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They have likely one play left here north of the 2-minute warning as they're going to get started with 1st down. On the handoff, McCaffrey. Uh-oh. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's a run. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
One of the tight ends motions right. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal.
Get set.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. On the give, it's McCaffrey. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Niners will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And if Gainwell could bring it out of the end zone. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here we go. One final play. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. So a win here for the 49ers. They get it done to the delight of this crowd. We saw a snowball or two launched in jubilation as time expired. Now these fans are going to have to battle the roadway. Safe getting home, folks, but sure it was worth it after a home victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Santa Clara. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Keanu Benton in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
Open man is Jennings. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings us third and 8.
Get set.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he...
And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They have turned it over on down. The 49ers offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is T.J. Watt in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 8.
That's up. 18. What's up?
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
Here's Austin to return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Steelers offense about ready to get going. On their second possession, they'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. That one's incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Second down, Rodgers. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be. Because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. And he will score. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers.
So by nature, Mike, you know, I am a guy that is generally aggressive on fourth down, but I'm not sure if I was the coach that I would even be this aggressive. I mean, it was fourth and long, but hey, listen, they have confidence in their offense. They have confidence in their group, and hey, who are we to second guess them?
Chris Boswell on for the point after. And he missed it. No good. The footing makes kicking very difficult. The snow perhaps playing in to that missed extra point. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This fielded at about the 9. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Niners offense ready for this next possession. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive.
Get set, get set.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. It's something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8 as we are ready to get back underway. Third down. Purdy. He'll look deep, left sideline. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. Brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Steelers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession. To go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Where they get back, this revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, yo, get your chili up. Yeah, I admit that. Hey, black out, they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hit them. That's getting on them. Can they both? I hit them. Can they both broke?